Welcome to Bethel Online Education Hub. Learn anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Let's learn together, the Bethel way.
So now let's proceed to our new topic. It's all about type of speech acts. So type of speech act language is not only a tool for communication but also an instrument for action. When people speak, they do not simply share information. They also perform action. This idea is emphasized in the theory of speech act introduced by J.L. Austin and further developed by John Sir, a speech act refers to the function language in communication, showing how words can be used to do things rather than just to say things. So, speech acts are commonly classified into three main types: is locutionary acts, illocutionary acts, and perlocutionary acts. So, speech acts are utterances that speaker use to achieve intended effects, such as apologies, pleadings, requests, and complaints, invitation, compliments, or refusal. So, there are three types of speech acts, which is na yung locutionary acts or the actual utterance, then yung illocutionary acts naman are the social function or purpose of the utterance. Then, perlocutionary acts are the resulting effects of the utterance based on context. Additionally, Searle classified illusionary acts into five categories: assertive, express beliefs; directives try to make the listener perform an action; commissive and commit the speaker to future action; expressive convey feelings or reaction; and declaration bring about external changes through the language alone. So now let's proceed to locutionary act. Is the act of making a meaningful utterance, meaning, namely, the literal meaning of the utterance. Example, it's hot in here. What we say. So, a locutionary act is the most basic type of speech. It refers to the actual act of saying something and producing a meaningful expression. In other words, it is literal meaning of the words of sentence spoken by a person. When we perform a locutionary act, we focus on the words themselves and their grammatical and semantic meaning without considering the speaker intention or the listener action. So, for example, when someone say the sun is shining, so the locutionary act is simply describing the weather. Another example is saying close the window, which on the surface means asking someone to shut the window. At this level, we are only concerned with the utterance as meaningful statement. So locutionary acts are important because they are served as the foundation for communication. Before a listener can interpret the intention, illocutionary act or response per locutionary acts. So they must first understand the literal meaningful of the words. So ang locutionary acts deals with the basic act of producing understandable speech. It is the first step in communication and is necessary for deeper interaction to happen. So next, illocutionary acts is a speaker intention in delivering an utterance. It's related to the social function that utterance or the written text has. So, yun nga yung kanina, sa illocutionary, we have it's hot in here. So, ibig sabihin naman doon, what means with what we what we mean with when say it. So, illocutionary act is the type of speech act that focus and intention or purpose behind an utterance. It is not about the literal meaning of the words, but rather what the speaker wants to accomplish through the saying them. So this is considered the most important aspect of speech act because it reveals the function of language in communication. So, for example, when when someone say, "Can you pass the salt?" So the literal meaning is a question about ability. However, the illocutionary act is actually a request for the listener to hand over the salt. So similarly, when the teachers say, you must study harder, the illocutionary act is an advice or instruction, not just a statement. So according to John Searle, illusionary act can be classified into five categories. We have assertives when the speaker state or describe the something. Directives when the speaker gives a command or request. Commissive when the speaker commits to a future action. Expressive when the speaker expresses feeling or emotion. Then the declaration when the speaker words change the reality. So the illusionary acts highlight the power of language to perform action. They show that speaking is not just about the forming sentence but also about achieving purpose like requesting, promising, declaring, or expressing. And understanding illusionary acts help us become more effective communicators by being aware of the intention behind words. So next we have perlocutionary acts is an action or state of mind group about display or a consequence of saying something. It is the result or effect that is produced by the utterance in the given context. So kanina ulit yung example niya, has it had in here. So what we accomplish by saying it. So per a percussionary act refers to the effect that a mutterant has on the listener. Unlike the locutionary act, we focus the literal meaning, and the illusionary act, which emphasizes the speaker intention. So the perlocutionary act deals with the consequence or reaction produced by the speech. It is about how the listener feels, think or response after hearing the words. So, for example, when the teachers say you must review for the exam, so the perlocutionary act may be the student become motivated or pressured to study. So, similarly, if someone say there's a dog behind you, the perlocutionary act could be that the listener feels scared and moves away. So the effect depends on how the listener interprets and reacts to the utterance. So perlocutionary acts are important because they show the impact of communication. Words can encourage, persuade, inspire, comfort, or even hurt. They can change attitude, influence decision, and guide action. So this highlights the power of language to shape human relationship and behavior. So, a percussionary act emphasizes the result of communication. It reminds us that speech is not only about the meaning and intention but also about the effect it leaves on others. Being mindful or perlocutionary acts can help us use language more responsibly and effectively in everyday life.